Hey, my lovely, lovely, wonderful people. A pleasant Sunday afternoon to you. If you have not yet made Jesus Christ your personal Lord and Savior, please feel free to do so. He's the best being ever. Certainly, that would be the best decision you could ever make. Now, beautiful people, I heard it more than there are people that you can, as I said, you have credible source of information that you may not necessarily see it for yourself or hear it, but you can accept it because you know what they're saying is true. So I've been hearing from different sources that I normally would listen to because I like to hear for myself, because you don't want secondhand information. But sometimes secondhand is actually accurate, and I think in this case it is about a man who said that Jamaicans need to evacuate out of the huts that they live in. All right, I'm not even. Perhaps I probably won't blame him. Jamaican, sometimes it's a time to educate people without getting aggressive with them because of their ignorance. Remember, the word ignorance is not getting angry, it is not getting incensed, it is lacking knowledge. That's what the word was. So when I hear Jamaicans say, me iggy for you, I supporting, they don't know what the meaning of ignorance is. It means you lack knowledge. So when somebody says you're ignorant, they're really saying you're lacking knowledge. All right? Now, I'm going to assume that here, which he does, he lacks knowledge. And don't blame him, my beautiful Jamaican people. You know why I'm going to say that? I remember some years ago when this very famous, notable reporter, what's his name again, this dark-skinned guy, he used to work with Katie something or other, her name is. And then he got promoted and went on his own or had his own thing. I don't remember how it had gone. He was an anchor with her at some, but I just don't remember, but he got a promotion because they had almost like a festive thing for him, a hullabaloo, and they were saddened by his promote, saddened but happy for him. Very popular black man. I don't remember his name. And what was I going to, right, I'm talking about the thing. And while he was talking and so forth, there was some media shown on the television. And I think while he was doing his reporting and some other foreign international news press, let me tell you something, people. I said to myself, these people are cruel. Because I in my mind, what they did was to go to the worst part of Jamaica and film it as though it is or it was a representative of Jamaica. So they went to the slums, the inner cities, or what you call ghettos and so forth, garrison areas, and they went to those places and especially back then when people probably were not financially blissful and were not that witty in terms of, although we may live here so we can change up some of the structure. And they went and got the worst looking places and showed a documentary, and then the people, when you look at them, they look burnt up. They look like, they have them in the sun day in, day out, they look burned. Like you look, and I'm not talking about your black skin, it just look burn up like. Or you look sweaty, you look like you have on the worst clothes, worst shoes, they look so bad. So bad. And that is what they generally show us a lot of the times. And I used to be so incensed. I used to be so angry by it. I said, why is it that they're showing Jamaica that and making that a representation of what our country is? So you probably cannot blame that man. The only thing that I will say in his case, even if you're not a reporter, if you're going to speak about a country, get informed before speaking. So what he should have done is not rely on just second-hand, third-hand, fourth-hand information, but to just do his checks. Because if he has done his checks, there are far many places in Jamaica that looks much better than even places in the United States. I have seen that without a shadow of a doubt. And I said, this man has no heart. Secondly, how I know that he's ignorant. Water moves anything. I would say, sir, are you aware that water moves anything? I was listening to a young lady on TikTok this morning talking about she feels so depressed, down and out. She has been affected, but not as badly as some people because she was able to get obviously some light. She can get access to some water and all of that. She seemed to be familiar with maybe some of the TikTokers, popular people. So, but it's still not so easy. And she was saying that if you ever see the type of vehicles that you call the top vehicles, It's like the water lift the vehicle up and throw it over somebody else's house. Mash up. Them gone to the dogs. A lot of the high-end vehicles, them just coming like butter against the sun. They come like somebody have paper in them hand and just crush up the paper. That's how powerful water is. It moves anything. It can lift up steel. It can lift up concrete buildings. Take that concrete building and put in your house. Your house can probably be this particular end of the say for example you're in Kingston. You're probably in Kingston 6, it lift up your thing and put it in Kingston 5, perhaps. That's how powerful water is. So that man obviously is ignorant about the power of water. He's ignorant about the realities of Jamaica because he did not do his research. He relied on second-hand, third-hand, fourth-hand information and information that is skewed and not fully accurate. And it's a disappointment. And I would love for my video to get to these foreign international people to stop having the assumption like we are some Arawaks or Tainos, like we're living in way back when days, where they built their thatched places and so forth. Modern people, some of the houses, if you see them in Jamaica, you say, what? And I don't even live anywhere that has anything looking like this. If you ever come here and see some places, beautiful, and I've seen some of the places. Secondly, a lot of the houses I'm told that are in the United States are built out of board. Ours is concrete. You do have board houses, yes. You have mobile houses, especially if you go on the grill side. So that's why I'm not even surprised that the whole of the grill would have mash up. Because when you go to the grill, you see a lot of them on the sort of stand. Like they're not really mobile, you know. But I hear like they can mobile. When I say mobile, you know, those people who have a truck and it's like a bedroom setting, an entire house setting inside of it. I'm talking about like it's on something that apparently they can do something to move it on another side of a land. I don't know. So I just call it mobile, for lack of a better term right now, or word. So that man is ignorant, my beautiful Jamaicans. He's ignorant. He lacks knowledge. And he did not do his research. Huts. We have those on display at museums. You know, like when you go Civil Park in St. Ann. You will see the thatched places or those huts. We live in a hurricane-prone place. How would we survive living in something like that? Where breeze can just take up with its little pinky finger and fling one side. A lot of the houses are slabbed. Concrete buildings. A lot of your houses, sir, in the United States are board. Board. That's why when you have the hurricane, everything flatten out too. So he's ignorant, my beautiful Jamaicans. You can't even curse them because of what the media over the years have shown Jamaica. When you watch the media again and look at how the people them look, they look like people who don't even know language, like they have no sense to languages. That's how they make them look bad and destitute and terrible and burn up. You know? They look burnt, they look bad. The clothes look bad, they look sweaty, they look like they're smelly, it looks horrible. It looks horrible. Like the people they don't look clean and well kept and kempt. You know? So when he's talking about huts, maybe you guys have more huts over there than we do. Maybe somehow, you know, you guys have a lot of huts. Maybe in different states. You don't know. We don't know about huts. Is this man for real? I didn't realize that he is not, obviously, he's extremely ignorant, low intelligence, because a sensible person would have done their research before speaking. Even if you're going to take credible source of information, there must be some level of research that you do on your own. Show us that you have some intelligence quotient or emotional intelligence pulled together before you get up and you speak. Huts. We're intelligent people. God didn't give you more brain than he gave us. We are given the same 24 hours. We're given a brain to maximize on it and to develop through learning literacy and other. So, sir, no, there are no huts here unless they're on display at museums. Get your facts straight and get some knowledge. Go and read a book, please. Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Rate, TikTok, and YouTube. Subscribe. please give me one of those lions and follow me on Instagram.